I went to GameStop the other day, and they had something pretty interesting for sale there.
Okay, go on.
It was GameStop. Yeah. Like, hey, looking for a buyer.
Looking for a buyer.
You can get 5 stores. You buy 4 stores, you get 1 free.
Mm-hmm. You get
the discount card. You get 10% off any store you want.
You buy any of these 2 stores, we'll throw the 3rd store in for 50% off.
Yeah, and if any of the stores are just hanging out collecting dust, bring them in, trade them in, man. Yeah, get some credit for it. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So GameStop is for sale.
GameStop's for sale. Shortly after the CEO was like there for what, 3 months, and he's like,
a month.
What's this? Oh,
well, I mean, overall it was 3 months, but
it was very short.
Yeah.
Did he ever make a statement? Like,
yeah, he's like,
why
I'm
the
out.
fuck? Why the fuck he's... Obviously, it's not like personal reasons, because you don't sign up for that gig and then immediately leave after your 2nd check.
Right. He went, nah.
He's like, nah, this is bad.
Yeah, see that giant hole where all the water's coming in?
Mm-hmm.
And everything we use to patch it up just disintegrates. Yeah.
So this is a pretty...
I have to get off now.
This story is something I'm... Like, honestly, I found out about this through you. I didn't even see this. So, how did they go about announcing this? And how did...
Someone spotted something and they said, hey, I think that means GameStop is saying that they're for sale, and they questioned them on it, and they're like, yeah, we're on the market.
Even official.
Not really. It wasn't like this big announcement. GameStop says they're for sale. It was like they were entertaining offers, and word got out that they were looking at all these offers, and so people were like, well, are you for sale? Like, are you selling the company? And they were like, well, yeah, yes, buy us, thank you. So,
well.
So what does that mean? What's going to happen? Like, what do we think? Do we think someone's going to buy it out and save it? Or are they just going to buy it out for its assets and its whatever?
I don't know. I think, so I don't really enjoy going to GameStop, ever, really. Mm-hmm. I haven't really had any horrible stories, but I'm, just that dude, I think, that is... old in the sense old enough that they're like, don't fucking offer this dude anything because he looks like somebody that knows exactly what he's buying and he's not gonna get shit. You know what I mean? I think that's the reason why these people don't say, well, you know what? Is there anything on this list you want to reserve? I'm like, dude, I don't.
Yeah.
Why do I want to reserve something? It's like it might sell out. I can't think of the last time a game besides a collector's thing sold out. You know?
Yeah, which they don't even push for you to pre-order. Well, the collector stuff, but low print run games might sell out, but they're not pushing you to pre-order that. They want you to pre-order Madden and Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That stuff. That's
midnight launch. Midnight launch.
I'll be in bed. Midnight.
Yeah, right. So I mean, but at the same time, I don't see it to be a good thing because one, everything's closing, man. It's gross. Right. Every they're all closing, and I mean, you close. Say Best Buy closes. Say that just happens, which could happen. I think they're doing pretty good with how they're trying to get their business model going. Mm-hmm. But if that does happen, man, I never thought there'd be the day where you're shopping for televisions and appliances online.
Yeah.
Like a fridge and a stove. And I mean, Amazon's opening those shops, which is just an indicator that that's what it's going to be. Yeah. So Amazon buys everything up. They know people fucking go to stores to check out appliances, Mm-hmm. So they're going to have these stores where you actually can't leave with anything, but it's for that shit. It's for shopping for TVs, and then you order them on your Amazon shit. So, just because, that sounds cool that they're going to have it's not cool because there's nothing else, man. There's nothing else. So I don't want GameStop to go because as shitty as they can be, it's a video game store, and they have some decent pre-owned deals, like when they do the 4 for 10s and stupid shit like that, when they're blowing out old stuff. Yep. I always try to like stock up. You can't do that anywhere else.
Yeah,
you can't do that anywhere else. That's the thing.
Something you're definitely a good thing that you'll lose if you know.
You can't do that. All the places that try to rock pre-owned never kept it going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they try to do it at Best Buy and even like Walmart's and even Target. They all try to dabble in pre-owned.
Doesn't work.
It just didn't happen, man. It didn't happen. So
like, but GameStop was kind of like the dumping grounds for all your old crap, and you know they just kind of shovel it back out onto you or whatever. But so without GameStop, I mean, will all those other outlets to get used games? Will now those take over? Now will they decide to just dump all their stuff at Best Buy now? Will they expand on their stock of used games, or is it going to go more yard sales, Craigslist, mom and pop shops? Are they going to take all that stuff? So it could be better off.
It could be
like
better off
stores.
In that sense.
Yeah.
Yes, it could be better off because it's like absolutely impossible to find crazy shit in the wild. You know, it just doesn't happen anymore. Like at all. I haven't found it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, GameStop is a place where I could see people dumping stuff that they don't know about to an extent, and that could help. But I don't know, man. Then it's also going to be there's stuff that's not hard to get that I want to get. Like when they have those blowout sales, I do it simply to fill out like the 360 and the PS3. Like I had a gift card because my parents and shit, like family still buys me GameStop gift cards because they just don't get me anything else. So I'm like, I don't like shopping at GameStop. Best Buy gift cards are always better, but that's what I do. I'll like 4 for 10, and then you can like they were pretty good at stacking online coupons and shit. You get 40 games for $40 or whatever, or no, 10 games for $40 isn't bad.
Right.
And I remember I did something that was like super retro. It was like even cheaper than that. I got like 50 games for like $80. Because I had a $100 gift card and I did not know what the fuck to do with it.
Yep.
And that's exactly what I got. I got like 50 PS3, a couple Wii U, and 360 games to. And 360 was cool because they have a bunch of cool games that are like $3. Mm-hmm. Weird like Japanese like shooters and fighting games and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah. And that's stuff you're never gonna see again.
Yeah. So I'm never gonna play it, sure, but it's cool to have.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, and as far as like buying them, who the fuck's going to buy them? Like, who's around? The only one that sounds reasonable is Best Buy, and they're the only ones that I think would do a pretty good job at handling it. Mm-hmm. Even having Best Buy video game stores.
Yeah.
And maybe, tightening up, making them more like fancy, and having like showcase a little bit more with like technology,
right,
and how things are demoed. That could be a good way.
That's what
I don't know what Best Buy can really do as far as like investing money. Like I'm sure they can do it, but they can't. If you're a retail store anymore, in this day and age, man, you can't have too many blunders, money wise. But that's it.
I was kind of thinking what would I want to see GameStop do to make it interesting for me to walk in there again, and a lot of other people. And it's like they tried doing the whole tablets and phones thing, and then they bought ThinkGeek, and they became like a tchotchke toy store, doubled up on T-shirts and all that stuff. But that's all like impulse grab things while you're in there. It's like not you're like, oh, I got to go to GameStop and stock up on some pops. Like it's not what you would go in there for. But just the whole atmosphere of GameStop is so outdated now. Like just look at the logo. Look at the logo.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like Nintendo 64 era, like Funko Land. Like video games aren't Funko Land anymore. They're, super realistic sci-fi, like serious business. And it kind of needs more of a cool futuristic aesthetic when you walk in. And I think a big thing that they missed out on is like the whole streaming culture. Like they might have a couple webcams and some microphones. Like the last one I went to, there was like a couple Yeti microphones up on the top shelf behind the counter. They didn't even know they were there. But you could have this demo streaming setup, like right in the middle of the store. You got your gaming chair, you got a computer set up with a webcam and a mic, and start your own Twitch channel, and have all this stuff right there. You could buy the mic, you could buy the chair, whatever. Kids would flip out for that. They all want to get on YouTube and be YouTubers. I think they would, if they pushed that stuff, then they would have sold the games on top of that.
They have a lot of stuff that they can do. I mean, a lot of people still go to GameStop. A lot, dude. But they do miss out. They missed out on the audience. Like, the younger audience still wants to go there, and then but the bulk of, like, the adult audience, like, the customers don't want to go because it's just like, I don't want to get pushed bullshit by some fuck. Yeah. And I don't want, like, annoying moms and kids. It's just annoying. Like, it's just... Yeah. That's what keeps me out, honestly. That's really the main thing. But do you think they're entertaining offers and they're looking to sell? I mean, that sounds just like they've been looking at the projections and how things are going to eventually go. I just think that they're being kind of shitty with it. Like, they could work on something, but they're not going to risk that, and they're just going to go for, like, I'm not naked, I have shorts on, by the way.
Damn it.
But they're just not going to invest the research and development and try to make something. They're not going to take that chance. They're just going to be like, because, like, we know pre-owned games are never going to be, they're never going to get more quantities of them. You know what I mean? Download stuff's on the rise. Like, even people that I thought would never, I'm not there yet, but a lot of people are preferring digital over physical for so much stuff because it's gotten to that point, like, they don't want to have to get it. They don't want to have to wait for it to install and then update it. Even though you do that, it's just, it's just more convenient. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm almost there. What's getting me to finally go that way is like the game share feature on Xbox. So if I buy it digitally, my friend can download it that I'm linked up with, and then we both have it, and we can play online at the same time. So, one person could buy the base game, and then the other person could buy the DLC, and you can download it on each other's thing and both play it. But, I still want to be able to, like, trade, or, I don't hardly ever trade at the stores, but trade with a friend, swap games. I still want to be able to do that, and I like stuff on my shelf. I like looking up. I got a ton of Xbox One games up there. I like that. I still got that collector mentality. And I'm not going to stop. Yeah. So,
I will be there when one of two things happens, or maybe a combination. One, when physical games are still able to be bought in the store, but you open the box and it's a redeeming code.
Yeah, code.
A code.
Which we're already seeing.
It's happening a little bit. It's happening for like Cuphead got released physical, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna fucking buy that again because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Just to have a copy of it, and you open it up and it's a code.
Yeah. Same thing with that Sonic, that special edition of Sonic, right?
Yeah.
You got sitting right there behind you. I see it.
You get but inverted camera.
Right.
Yeah. But even the like, they put, like, a poster. Some of them don't even, like, give me some shit. Give me some shit. Give me shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm buying it. Like, Jesus. Oh, and it'll also happen when, downloadable games are cheaper than physical games. And right now, I'm finding deals for stuff way, way more physical. Like with my, with the Best Buy thing, have it while it lasts. And just all those different things. Like, they have sales. It's cheaper to buy physical games when deals pop up than downloads. Yep. Which is, I think Sony and Steam are the best with their sales. And that's the way I buy stuff through the Sony flash sales and the Steam flash sales is kind of, I think, just kind of like evidence that if it gets that aggressive with sales and stuff, then I will have no problem going DLC only. Or download only. But there's certain games, dude, that I would always buy physical if they were still there, like big ones.
Yep.
Like if there was like a just something big, like a new Metal Gear Solid or something.
Yeah, like new Halo coming out, right? You want a physical Halo?
Yeah, I still do. Even though that's a game that I feel like it almost is. I don't know. It's fine for just digital, but yeah, if it's like a really good game and it has a fucking disc, I'll buy it.
Yep.
I also think the GameStop guys, I don't know. Do you think like the people that are like the directors, the CEOs, and whoever's in charge, yeah, the suits. Maybe they're just fucking dumb. We worked there.
Yeah.
They never changed their like they play those stupid videos with these dumb actors that like
pander to you and
it's not like this little niche thing anymore. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna put a really hot chick that like plays games because like that's like someone. It's not like people fucking play games. It's such a broad thing. Like it's a entertainment form like watching movies and stuff with people. It's
yeah. But even like back in the day, Funko Land, EB Games or whatever. Like at least in my area, every region could be different, but
sure.
EB Games and GameStop and there was also Software Etc. for a while. EB Games had the best staff, like the store managers. It was like you knew each store by their store manager. Like everyone knew what manager was at what store, and they actually liked those guys and would chat it up with them and just chat games. And they get to know the regular customers, and maybe they hook them up now and then for whatever. But someone would move to a different store, and then by chance, one of the employees one of the former customers would walk into that store and see that old manager and be like, "Oh my God, you're here now!" And then exclusively go out of their way to shop at that store because that manager is there. That is gone.
That's gone.
Gone.
I mean, I worked at both places, and I remember I got hired. I was young, dude. I was probably like 17-ish when I got hired at EB, and I remember, getting promoted and all that bullshit, and the process of like getting promoted and stuff like that. Like they were in tune with you, like a real like employee at like I mean sure it's still retail but they appreciated like your skills as far as like dealing with like customers and like real escalations and also dealing with like knowledge of stuff and having a customer service connection that actually helped benefit the brand of that company. GameStop never had that. They just have a push our agenda. Yeah. You have no soul. Your soul is GameStop. Yep. And you're a robot, and they always had that. That's why GameStop was shunned by EB staff, and it wasn't some bullshit pissing battle. It was just EB was a better place to work. EB flew people to E3. Like, they flew me to E3, and I was a fucking dumb kid. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? GameStop's like, you guys can take home a game, play it, and then we can sell it again. But not if you meet your
sales.
Yeah.
Oh, no game for you. You didn't make your numbers. Okay, but isn't that hurting you? Isn't the whole point to make me knowledgeable of the game to be able to share that? Yeah. Like, it's instead of it being a two-way perk, you get to play the game and you get to have, backed up with the knowledge to be able to push this game.
Yeah.
Now you're disgruntling the person because you're taking the perk away and you're reducing the info that guy needs to push that game. Look,
GameStop has this front for their whole brand about how, like, yeah, we're nerds and we hire nerds and we're fucking nerdy, but they don't give a shit where, like, EB actually, at least until I stopped working there, they hired people in because it doesn't matter if you come off as a nerd or not, like, you were pretty good. And there was, like, an aspect of, like, they were, like, passionate about shit. Maybe it was just the time period where, like, it was cool to be passionate about games, but, like, I don't know, I felt like that was, like, smiled upon by, like, upper management. Like, I remember our regional manager was a fucking nerd, dude. Quoting Star Trek episodes. You could name a number for a weird-ass, and there was a shit ton of Star Trek episodes. He would know, like, he could tell you, like, writer-director credits for, like, everyone. Gosh. This guy was a fucking nerd. And he just laughed when I sold that kid mushrooms by accident. The drugs that somebody, like, hid in the fucking...
Oh, my gosh.
I got an email from a... You sold marijuana mushrooms?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. GameStop, bah. Like, whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I say fuck it. They suck. They've been sucking for a while. They have so many chances. And I feel like they're just like... They're looking to sell because... And that shows that they're really not, like... They're not behind... I don't think they're behind it all the way because they are able to do some shit. They have enough money, I think. Yeah. And they have enough of a... There's not many places, like, to shop that has a lot of stores for stuff like that. So, regardless of what your projections are about a market like that, it's a giant market. Like, you could fucking hire some internals and figure some stuff out, you know? So, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see if it lasts another Quithmith.